This article contains spoilers about Episode 2 of Deal or No Deal Island. If there is anyone in reality TV you want taking the big shot at a crucial moment, it is probably Boston Rob Mariano, and the Survivor legend proved why once again on Monday's second episode of Deal or No Deal Island on NBC. In a challenge that saw the players broken up into pairs with one member scaling a tree to retrieve arrows and the other then using those arrows to try and hit targets attached to briefcases with varying amounts of money, Rob got paired up with his ally Aaron Barbell. But when Aaron returned with only 3 arrows, Rob had to decide whether to play it safe and go for one of the lower cases with the larger targets to make sure they did not come in last place and risk being eliminated against the banker, or risk it all and go for the highest value case at $1.5 million, which also would give them immunity. Never adverse to risk, Rob went for the high value case and missed. Then he tried again and missed again. Down to his last arrow, Rob had the chance to then bail and go for an easier briefcase. Instead, he took his last arrow, fired, and hit. It was a brash and bold decision, but it paid off. Not only did it give Rob and Aaron immunity, but they were able to select Kim Madina as the player to face the banker. When Kim bested the banker, she picked Jamil Sipes to be eliminated. We caught up with Boston Rob to ask about his latest audacious decision in the world of reality TV, and what he makes of those in the game who would like to see him gone. So Aaron gets you only 3 arrows after God knows how long, and then you use them all to shoot at the $1.5 million case. You miss, and there's a good chance you're going to be going against the banker and possibly eliminated. Why take that massive risk? Boston Rob Mariano. To me, it wasn't a risk. I knew I needed it 100%. I need it, or I'm getting thrown in there. So there was no question, there was no decision. I have to go big, or I'm going home. And the one thing about me that I've found to be consistent throughout reality TV and throughout my life, I always do better when there's pressure on. I love the pressure. I do. I know there are some people that get nervous, and that fight or flight kicks in and they run away. I love to fight every single time. I want the ball. I want it. I want to take the shot. I want to be the one to do it. I'm not saying that I always make it, but if the opportunity's there, I want it to be on me whether I get there or not. What was the feeling like when you hit that shot with your last arrow? I mean, it was great. It was spectacular. And I think Aaron was more relieved than I was because he didn't have to go back into that jungle and back up that tree to get me more arrows. What was the sense you got from the other players and their feelings about you hitting that shot? Fake enthusiasm. Pretending to be happy for me. Yay. But you know what, Dalton? Nothing excites me more than being underestimated and disappointing the naysayers. I'm in my element. What was your take on Kim when she started coming at you so early in the game? Yeah, from the outset, there were a few people I knew had eyes on me, and I knew it from the outset. Something I'm really good at is self-awareness and perception of others. And I could tell despite what was coming out of her mouth that she was against me, even though she tried to play nice in this and that and everything else. That's a mistake, dude. You don't do that. Don't come at me.